Hello, my dear students. Today, we'll all learn a new poem from your English lesson number 8, page number 129, titled The Echoing Green by William Blake. Though the word echo means reflection of sounds, but here in this poem, echo symbolizes the cycle of life. The title of the poem is very important, and there's great significance in the title because it is repeated over and over throughout the poem. It throws light on the theme of the poem, and we get more ideas on the central idea of the poem. Now, before we recite the stanza and understand it, let us all learn something about the poet. William Blake, 1757 to 1827, was an English painter, poet, and printmaker. Blake is considered to be a seminal figure in the history of the poetry and visual arts of the Romantic Age. In 2002, Blake was placed at number 38 in the BBC poll of the 100 greatest Britain. That is, among the 100 famous person, Blake was placed at number 38 by BBC. That is the British Broadcasting Corporation poll. Okay. Now let us recite the poem. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush. Now here, the first stanza talks about a happy morning celebration of spring season. In fact, when we read, we will find that it creates a very happy mood to the reader as well, okay? The sun has risen and it represents morning time. We all know that sun rises in the morning, and when it rises, it makes the skies happy, or it makes the sky appear to be very happy. And as though to celebrate spring arrival, the bells seem to be ringing. The poet tries to create the picture of a pleasant morning with beautiful sounds of bell ringing. Skylark and thrush, these are the two birds that is depicted in the poem. Now, these two birds are the two spring birds, okay, and they are very famous, especially during this season. Because the reason for that, why they have been used in the spring season, because they herald, okay, they proclaim to the world that the spring has arrived with their cheerful chirping sound. Now, in other words, when these two birds arrive and herald, it seems spring has already arrived. So these two birds signify springtime. They seem to be singing louder around as though they are in competition with the bell's cheerful sound. Now, I'm sure you must have noticed during spring season, the plants are turning greener, the flowers are blooming, and the bees are buzzing. So all these activities of nature signifies the activities of spring season. Likewise, the poet has used these two birds, skylark and thrush, to give us the full picture that it is spring season and everything is a happy picture, like the sun rising, morning time, bells ringing, and birds chirping. All this, okay? Now again, the use of these two birds is very significant because they represent spring not only in this poem but also many other literary works. Okay, in many other literary works, many poets have used this to birds in their poem. Continuation of the first stanza. Singing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our spots shall be seen on the echoing green. Now here, the all the previous headlines that we have seen in the first stanza, this all are the poet has the poet is just trying to the poet is trying to create a happy picture in the eight lines. Okay, whereas we will see that the last two lines is slightly different from the previous lines, and the last two lines is very important. The word sport represents the active energy of young people, the children playing, or the active energy of nature that is during spring. Now the energy like the plants turning greener, the bees buzzing, all this. Okay, the active energy of nature during spring season, or the active energy of the morning hour. See, we all are very fresh and active during early hours, right? So all these things are being represented here. Now the last line, on the echoing green. Now we all know the meaning of echo, right? So here, echo means repeating, or resonate, repeating, I can say reflecting or repeating. And green, the word green here represents innocence. Okay, so here echo means repeating, and the word green, it represents innocence. So students, we will continue the rest of the poem in our next class.